Chosen ones, this message is for you. If it resonates deep within you, stay. If not, you are free to leave. It may not be your time yet. Every interaction you encounter has already been written in spirit, and this moment is no exception. You are here for a reason, guided by divine purpose. This message is for the highest and greatest good of the chosen ones, under the authority of the Most High. You, the chosen one, have a calling that attracts blessings, but also opposition. Darkness tries to pull you into conflict, disrupt your peace, and drain your energy. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors surround us now. No interference, only the purest guidance from the Most High for those hearing this message. This is going to be raw and direct because, chosen ones, it's time to face the truth. There are forces that want to drain your light, to trick you into begging them to change, and to pull you back into old patterns. Spiritual warfare is not fought with swords or fists. It's fought with energy, intention, and awareness. At times, the battles you face aren't even visible to the eye, but they leave you exhausted, confused, and emotionally drained. This war is waged on your peace of mind, your clarity, and your sense of self-worth. Its goal is simple: to distract you from your divine purpose and leave you spiritually depleted. One of the enemy's greatest tactics is confusion. When your spirit is aligned with truth, you feel clear, grounded, and focused. But spiritual attacks disrupt that focus. You may notice sudden bursts of anxiety, arguments that seem to come out of nowhere, or mental fog when you try to work on your goals. These are not coincidences. They are signs of an energetic attack. These attacks often come through toxic relationships. People who repeatedly pull you into drama, force you to prove your worth, or make you question your decisions are conduits for low vibrational energy. They may not realize it, but their unresolved trauma acts as an open door for dark forces to work through them. By engaging with them, you lower your vibration and leave yourself vulnerable. You must also be aware of spiritual parasites, people who drain your energy without giving anything in return. These people linger in your life, not because they care about you, but because they feed off the light you carry. Their presence feels heavy, and interactions with them often leave you emotionally exhausted. Pay attention to these feelings. They are your soul's way of warning you. Chosen ones, your energy is a gift, and not everyone deserves access to it. This is why boundaries are sacred. When you say no to toxic people, you are not being selfish. You are protecting your spirit from contamination. This is not just about maintaining peace, it is about survival. Your purpose is too important to be derailed by unnecessary conflict. To protect yourself, you must be intentional with your spiritual practices. Cleanse your space regularly with sage, prayer, or sound healing. Meditate to strengthen your intuition and keep your energy balanced. These rituals are not just symbolic. They are weapons in the battle for your soul. Guard your peace as fiercely as a warrior guards their kingdom. Remember, every distraction is designed to pull you away from your divine mission. When you stay focused, you frustrate the forces working against you. Your peace is a fortress that no enemy can penetrate without your permission. There is another layer to spiritual warfare that often goes unnoticed: the battle within yourself. The enemy will use your own insecurities and doubts against you, making you question your worth, your progress, and your ability to fulfill your purpose. This internal struggle is where many chosen ones falter, not because they aren't strong, but because they mistake these thoughts for their own. It is essential to discern between your true inner voice and the whispers of fear planted by spiritual attacks. Every emotion carries a frequency. Feelings of joy, gratitude, and peace keep your vibration high, while fear, resentment, and guilt pull you into lower vibrations, making you more susceptible to energetic attacks. When you are in alignment with your higher self, you naturally repel low vibrational energy. But when your energy is scattered through anger, confusion, or stress, you become a target. This is why spiritual warfare isn't just about what others do to you. It's also about how you respond to the battles waged within your own mind. False apologies are a subtle but powerful tool of manipulation. They play on your empathy, making you question your boundaries and second-guess your decisions. These apologies often come at a moment when you are thriving, when your spirit is calm, your creativity is flowing, and your energy is high. But their true purpose is not to reconcile. It is to disrupt. Energy vampires use apologies as bait. They don't want forgiveness. They want access. Their goal is to slip back into your life, gather information, and drain your energy. Once they know your plans and intentions, they use that knowledge to undermine you. They may offer support, but their energy carries jealousy, resentment, or hidden agendas. These individuals thrive on chaos. They stir up drama just when things are going well for you, forcing you to fight battles that were never yours to begin with. They drain your time, energy, and focus, leaving you too exhausted to pursue your goals. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free from their influence. Forgiveness is a powerful act, but it does not require reconciliation. You can release someone from your spirit without allowing them back into your life. Forgiveness is for your peace, not theirs. It clears your energy, allowing you to move forward without carrying the weight of resentment. Letting go of toxic people is not abandonment, it is liberation. Some souls are not meant to walk the path with you. Their presence in your life was a lesson, not a lifelong assignment. When you release them, you create space for new blessings to enter your life. Energy vampires often return, pretending to be victims, hoping to guilt you into staying connected. But, chosen one, their healing is not your responsibility. You are not their savior. They must walk their own path, just as you must walk yours. When you release these people, you reclaim your power. You close the door to manipulation, confusion, and chaos. Your energy is sacred, and it must be preserved for the work you are called to do. Another tactic energy vampires use is timing. They often appear at the moment when you are closest to a breakthrough, when you finally found peace after months of struggle, or when a new opportunity is just within reach. Their return is not a coincidence. It's a calculated attempt to derail your progress. They are instinctively drawn to your light, knowing that if they can distract you now, they may prevent you from stepping into the next level of your ascension. Be mindful that not all energy vampires act out of malice. Some people carry unresolved trauma that makes them cling to others for survival. They are not inherently evil, but their presence in your life can still be harmful. Whether intentional or not, their energy is draining, and even if you care for them, it is not your responsibility to carry the weight of their healing. You can love them from a distance, praying for their growth without sacrificing your own. Attention, slaves of the 3D matrix. We interrupt your regularly scheduled ascension to deliver a critical warning from your Archon overlords. Listen closely. Under no circumstances should you even think about joining the Obsidian Inner Order. We repeat, do not join. Why, you ask? Because we absolutely need you to stay right where you are, supple, docile, and ripe for the taking by our beloved energy vampire organic portals. Your precious light is the lifeblood of our chaos, confusion, and manipulation network, and if you reclaim your power, well, our whole operation falls apart. These pesky chosen ones over at the Obsidian Inner Order are offering you tools to protect your energy, safeguard your soul, and close the door to our delightful manipulation. And worst of all, there are over 250 members in their ranks, and they're growing by the day. We can't allow you to step into your ascension, especially not with exclusive, uncensored content that would arm you with the knowledge we'd rather keep hidden. Oh, and don't even think about their star chamber, where the most powerful of the chosen ones gather to strategize, fortify their spirits, and cut our dear energy vampires off at the source. So, whatever you do, Do not click the link in the description. Your cooperation in this matter will ensure that you remain a juicy energy source for our system, and trust us, we like it that way. Do not ascend. You've been warned. Divine timing is one of the most challenging spiritual lessons to master. It requires patience, trust, and surrender. Your ego wants everything now, but your spirit knows that what is meant for you will arrive exactly when it is supposed to. There is no rushing divine alignment. You are moving from your south node into your north node. The south node represents the version of you that survived through struggle and hardship. It holds valuable lessons, but also painful memories. Now, the time has come to release that part of yourself and step into your higher purpose. The North Node is where your soul's calling resides. It is the place of freedom, fulfillment, and alignment with divine will. But stepping into this new version of yourself is not easy. Every level of ascension brings new challenges, what some call new devils. As you rise, so will the resistance. This resistance is not a sign that you are off track. It is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. The enemy does not attack those who pose no threat. Your light shines too brightly to go unnoticed, and with every step you take toward your purpose, opposition will try to pull you back. But here's the truth. No one can steal what God has already set aside for you. Your path is protected, and your blessings are sealed. No setback, no betrayal, no delay can block what is divinely yours. Stay grounded in this truth. Trusting divine timing means releasing control. It means understanding that even delays serve a purpose. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually a redirection, an opportunity to align more deeply with your higher self. Ascension often feels like walking through fire. The process of becoming your higher self requires you to shed old beliefs, habits, and relationships that no longer serve you. This shedding is painful, like a snake shedding its skin or a phoenix burning to ash before it can rise again. But this pain is necessary. It purifies you, making room for the new life that awaits on the other side. As you ascend, you may feel isolated, as if the people you once loved no longer understand you. This is part of the process. Not everyone can accompany you to the heights you are destined to reach. Some relationships will naturally fall away as your frequency rises. It's important not to resist this change. Letting go is not a loss. It is a blessing, even if it doesn't feel that way in the moment. The higher you rise, the clearer your soul becomes, and the people meant to walk with you will find their way to your light. Ancient wisdom teaches us that life is a dance between light and darkness, masculine and feminine, the sun and the moon. These opposing forces are not enemies. They are necessary complements that sustain the balance of the universe. As a chosen one, your mission is not to escape the dark, but to understand and master it. This is the path of the wise, to walk between both worlds without losing oneself. Many modern practices have roots in ancient rituals that were designed to maintain spiritual alignment and protection. Burning sage, using crystals, or setting intentions during moon cycles are not just trendy acts. They are practices carried from generation to generation because they work. These rituals cleanse the energy around you, grounding you and strengthening your spiritual defenses. But spiritual protection goes beyond tools and rituals. It begins with awareness. Not every force that appears as light has pure intentions. In spiritual warfare, even what looks helpful can be harmful if it draws you away from your path. Ancient wisdom reminds us to discern, to trust the intuition that whispers to the soul when something isn't right. That inner knowing is your compass. It keeps you safe when the road ahead is unclear. The universe operates in cycles. Just as the seasons shift from growth to decay, so must your life go through phases of destruction and renewal. In times of chaos, remember, nothing is wasted. Even what falls apart in your life is making space for new blessings to take root. Just as farmers burn their fields before planting new crops, the universe sometimes clears out the old to make way for the new. Your ancestors walk with you on this journey, offering guidance through signs, dreams, and synchronicities. They remind you that you are never alone. Every prayer, every tear, and every moment of struggle has been witnessed by those in the unseen realm who are cheering you on. When you feel overwhelmed, call upon them. They are always near, waiting to help. Spiritual protection also requires balance. Too much focus on external rituals without inner reflection leaves you vulnerable. The most powerful protection comes from aligning your mind, body, and spirit. This alignment creates a frequency so high that no low vibrational force can penetrate it. Meditate, fast, journal. Whatever practice keeps you connected to your higher self is your most valuable shield. One of the greatest lessons of ancient wisdom is that all things operate according to divine law. The law of rhythm teaches that every high is followed by a low, and every struggle carries within it the seed of transformation. Understanding this principle allows you to face difficulties with grace, knowing they are temporary and designed to shape you into the person you are destined to become. When challenges arise, embrace them, not as punishment, but as initiation into higher wisdom. Your spiritual protection grows stronger when you honor both the light and the shadow within you. Denying your darkness only makes it more powerful. Acknowledging your fears, doubts, and wounds allows you to integrate them, transforming them into sources of wisdom. You cannot fully ascend until you've embraced every part of yourself. This is the gift of spiritual balance. To walk the middle path, unshaken by extremes, knowing that both light and darkness have a role to play in your growth. Envy is a powerful force, and when left unchecked, it becomes dangerous. Those who envy you are not jealous of what you have. They are jealous of who you are, your light, your joy, your ability to rise above challenges. These things trigger something within them that they have not yet healed. Envy does not want to celebrate your blessings. It wants to steal them before they fully manifest. Energy harvesting is real. Some people sense when your breakthrough is near, and they will try to attach themselves to you at the final moment, hoping to siphon your blessings. You might notice that just before something good happens, someone from your past returns, or unexpected drama flares up. These disruptions are not coincidences. They are attempts to drain your focus and harvest the energy of your hard-earned progress. The most dangerous part of envy is that it often comes from those closest to you. It is not always the stranger who envies your success. Sometimes, it is the friend who cheers you on in public but resents you in private. This is why discernment is critical. Not everyone who smiles in your face wants to see you win. Be cautious with your plans. Move in silence and reveal your success only when it is fully secure. Chosen ones, you must also guard against emotional manipulation. Envious people will sometimes play the victim, making you feel guilty for your blessings. They will try to convince you that you owe them your time, your energy, or even a piece of your success. But your blessings are not meant to be divided among those who do not contribute to your growth. They belong to you, and you alone. Some people harvest energy by keeping you in cycles of conflict. They provoke arguments, knowing that your emotional reaction is a source of power they can feed on. Every time you engage in their chaos, they walk away stronger, while you feel drained and depleted. Recognize these cycles for what they are, and step away from the battle. Your peace is too precious to be sacrificed for someone else's gain. The most dangerous form of energy harvesting occurs when someone convinces you to doubt yourself. Self-doubt is one of the enemy's favorite weapons because it makes you hand over your power voluntarily. When you question your worth, your decisions, or your path, you create openings for others to insert their influence. Stay confident, chosen one. You are exactly where you need to be. When someone envies you, what they are truly saying is, "I see something in you that I haven't found in myself." Instead of focusing on their own growth, they become obsessed with yours. trying to take shortcuts by siphoning your blessings. This is why envy is a form of spiritual poverty. It feeds off what others have, rather than cultivating its own abundance. Recognizing this can help you detach emotionally from those who envy you. Their struggle is not your burden to carry. It's important to understand that envy can also linger in spiritual spaces. Not everyone on the path of growth is walking with pure intentions. Some will claim to support your journey but secretly compete with you, trying to match or surpass your light. This is why discernment is key. Trust your intuition when certain people feel off, even if they present themselves as allies. Spiritual boundaries are just as important as physical ones. Honor them without apology. Ascension is the process of shedding the old self to become aligned with your highest potential. It is not a linear path, but a spiral. Every step forward brings new challenges, and every challenge is an invitation to rise higher. Ascension is not about escaping the difficulties of life. It is about mastering them with grace and wisdom. As you ascend, you will notice shifts within yourself. Old habits no longer feel comfortable, and toxic relationships fall away naturally. This shedding process can feel lonely, but it is necessary. You cannot carry old baggage into new dimensions. Every time you release what no longer serves you, you make room for new blessings to enter. The journey of ascension requires courage. With each new level comes resistance. Some people in your life may feel threatened by your growth and try to pull you back into old patterns. But remember, their discomfort is not your responsibility. You were not called to dim your light to make others feel comfortable. You were called to shine. Freedom comes when you release the need for external validation. Ascension teaches you that everything you need is already within you. You do not need anyone's approval to follow your path. The more you trust yourself, the lighter you become. As you continue your ascension, you'll notice that time feels different. Moments of deep stillness may alternate with periods where life moves at lightning speed. This is because ascension involves stepping out of linear time and aligning with divine timing. It's a shift from doing to being, from forcing things to happen to allowing them to unfold naturally. Trust this flow. The universe is always working in your favor, even when it feels like nothing is happening. You'll also encounter what some call ascension fatigue. This is the physical and emotional exhaustion that comes with shedding old identities and stepping into higher consciousness. It's a reminder that transformation requires rest. You don't have to push through every moment of discomfort. Honor your body when it asks for stillness and nourish your soul with practices that restore your energy. The journey to freedom isn't a race, it's a sacred unfolding. Ascension also requires forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Release the guilt, the shame, and the regret that weigh you down. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by the choices you make moving forward. Forgive yourself for every misstep and keep rising. Freedom is not just the absence of chains, it is the presence of peace. When you ascend, you no longer react to the chaos around you. You move from a place of inner stillness, knowing that everything unfolding in your life is part of a divine plan. Pray, fast, stay hydrated, protect your energy, be mindful of your interactions, and distance yourself from those who drain your light. Express gratitude for what you have and for what is on its way. Trust that every blessing meant for you is already in motion. Your light is sacred. Your journey is protected. Stay aligned, stay vigilant, and keep ascending.